Welcome to this episode of Diaspora Scholars TV. We are at LSU, Louisiana State University, at Baton Rouge in Louisiana. We are in the south. We came all the way from the north. Last week I was at Iowa and Minnesota. Okay. It was still almost winter. Here, it's only me with long. So I was walking and people are looking at me because this place is hot.
Yeah, it's very hot.
For you, there was no difference in terms of the weather from Mombasa to here, right?
Yeah, there is really no difference. There's really no difference. We only, the cold that we experience here probably could be 2-3 weeks somewhere in December and probably sometime in January, which comes in waves.
Yeah,
it could be like this week, it could be a bit cold, and then next week it's warm.
Next week is warm.
Yeah, so
wow.
It keeps fluctuating.
I mean, it's a lovely place to live and the campus is really, really beautiful. Wow.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know, how did you come here? How did you get to know that LSU, there is an opportunity? Because some of our viewers normally want to know some of those details.
Yeah, so funny enough, as soon as I started my the master's studies at University of Nairobi, so I did the coursework, and then now when we started the project work, then I started looking around, talking to the professors there, asking if they had some project that you could do. And what I came to realize was most of them, you are expected to come up with a project on your own, like have an idea, and then you could present it to one of the professors who are in that field. But then also the other big challenge with that was most of the student projects, you would finance them on your own. And that is not something that I had taken care of or I had thought of when I was
saving.
Because actually by the second year I was almost
broke.
I was almost broke. I had exhausted most of my savings.
But at least you had gone.
There was a long strike. There was a long strike in 2017.
So that one didn't help.
So things did not go as planned, you know.
But that's when you resorted to trying and teach extra classes.
That's when I actually started teaching sometime in January 2017 when the long strike was there.
That is the lecturer strike.
The lecturer strike.
Wow. Did you at one point feel like you should not have quit your job when that was happening?
No, I did not feel. I did not feel, because where I was almost like, I could say, like territory manager. I was. So from there,
what are you talking about?
You see, okay, the hierarchy is very slim. The hierarchy is very slim.
You are not even, I don't think you were even 27 at that time.
But then the hierarchy in that field is very slim, you know. And also the company I was working for, it was a startup, so the owners, and then there was a manager, and then us.
So you are like a chief technical guy, basically.
So you see, it's us, the sales rep, and then there was a manager, and then the owners of the company. So in terms of growth, I was not really
limited.
So unless you move from from that company
to another one,
to a multinational company, that was the big thing then. Moving to a multinational company, they would pay you better. So that was if you'd make that move.
Do you know, I've been at the University of Nairobi Chemistry Laboratory. I was there about maybe 4 years ago, and I saw the facilities at that institution. How do you compare those facilities and where you work right now in this building?
The facilities, I would say there's a big disadvantage, especially in terms of the resources that our universities have access to back in Kenya.
They have very sharp students, but facilities.
The facilities, they kind of limit even the extent of what you can do, the type of research you can do. Like I was saying, when I was looking for the project to do, I realized that some things I could not do. For example, organic synthesis that we do here, it's something that you cannot really do it back home. It's difficult because for organic synthesis, you synthesize a molecule. In the evening, you want to see, do you have that molecule? You need NMR.
You need to analyze and check whether you have the right product.
So that tomorrow you know where you are moving on, or you are going back to research, starting again. Okay, but that is something that we don't have most of those resources back home, and so you would end up like I was being told, okay, for this project, if you do it, then you'll need to have resources to send the samples either to South Africa or to Germany. Yeah, we have collaborators. Some professors also don't have strong collaborators outside the country, so sometimes it's difficult. So those are some of the challenges that were there, and also the fact that you would have to, most of the time you'd have to buy the chemicals by yourself.
Wow.
So if you are doing organic synthesis,
It's expensive.
The chemicals take like 3 months, 2 months
to get from abroad.
Yeah, so that was one challenge, and then I came across one Dr. Edith Amuhaya. So Dr. Edith Amuhaya is a professor at USIU currently. She was there then, and she was looking for students who would do this project that she had. It was organic synthesis of molecular dyes, what is called porphyrins. Porphyrins is basically something like chlorophyll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or they have these, structure, the porphyrin structure.
Yeah, now synthetic dye. So so she was looking for students, and a friend of mine told me, and I went to see her at USIU, and she explained to me the project, and I was like, I'm in.
Professor Edith Amuhaya.
Professor Edith Amuhaya.
Professor Edith Amuhaya, we want to thank you for what you did to Sebastian. I mean, that was great. So did you eventually synthesize for her?
Yeah, so actually I joined the lab because...
you moved to USIU?
Yeah, so the whole of my master's project work I did at USIU. But then since I was a University of Nairobi student...
You graduated from...
Yeah, I graduated from there, and I also had advisors from University of Nairobi, Dr. Solomon. Yeah.
Our cameraman Robert Minor actually went to USIU.
Oh, okay.
So you found a comrade.
Yeah, so that was back in from 2017, fall of 2017, 2018, and early 2019. I was at USIU.
Wow.
Yeah, so while doing this project, Dr. Edith had, it was a funded project, so I didn't have to worry about buying chemicals. I didn't have to worry about the resources in terms of...
They were available.
Yeah, they were available.
They only needed you to work.
Yeah, and then there was also another thing that she was also gonna give us some stipends. And so this was going to ease...
All your problems were solved.
All my problems were solved. And so we started the project, and then I had an opportunity also to go to Canada, University of Ottawa.
Wow. For
a period of 3 months.
While you were still at USIU?
Yeah, so that was part of the project. So they had a trilateral agreement with some professors at University of Ottawa, TITO. It's called Skyano Lab at the University of Ottawa.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was...
We'll send him the video.
Yeah, I was in the lab for 3 months. I learned a lot. So actually coming to Canada now opened my eyes, because initially I just had this dream of studying abroad.
South Korea, Russia.
I was actually
now you had got other mentors.
I was actually looking at Europe and South Korea and China.
You are looking east.
Yeah, I was looking east. But when I came to Canada, I interacted with the students.
You started looking west.
I started looking west. And funny enough, I had not known about graduate assistantship in the US. So I came to know about it that time.
And you said this is the thing.
I said this is the thing. I've been applying for scholarships. I realized scholarships were very competitive.
It's very different, yeah.
Yeah, very competitive.
It's minimal, it's limited.
Yeah, and also I used to realize that if you don't have research background, you've not done any type of research work, then
it's hard to get scholarship.
Yeah, you are disadvantaged.
And most of the times, if you are watching, typically seek admission to a university first.
Yes.
Before you look for scholarship or graduate assistantship. Because many applicants from Africa, they apply for scholarship and they don't have admission to a university.
Yes, exactly.
So nobody will give you scholarship, really, and so they waste a lot of time.
Yeah.
And so if you are listening to Sebastian's story, please apply for admission first.
Yes, you focus on the admission, and then you can look for the funding or the scholarship later on. Yeah. So coming to the West, Canada opened my eyes. And when I went back to Kenya, of course, I also knew Edith had studied at LSU. Yeah, she was here actually in my current lab.
Oh, so Edith was working. She was here.
Yeah, Dr. Edith was here.
Then she went to USIU.
Yeah, so I think she went to
other places
somewhere,
eventually,
and then eventually to USIU. Yeah, so that's where I met her. So she told me about LSU, and I was actually interested. I looked at the profile. I saw there are a few Kenyans who are already here, and there are also many other Kenyans who had already been here.
Yeah.
And so I said, I'm gonna try here. Yeah.
Now with all the background, your CV is already very rich. Ellis Pharmaceuticals, University of Nairobi, United States International University, University of Ottawa,
yeah.
All these mentors, Tito, Edith, I mean, all these are great people who it was going to be a smooth ride getting admission.
Yeah, so I eventually applied here, and I was lucky. I got admitted first time application. Yeah, so.
And you have been here since 2018?
2021.
Oh, 2021.
Yeah, 2021.
Wow.
Yeah.
2021, 22, 23, 24. Oh my goodness, it's already been 4 years.
It's been 4 years.
Did you realize how quick it went?
Well, when I look at it, it's been quick. It's been quick now.
Because you've been busy.
Yeah, it's been quick. Right now, yeah, it's my just finishing my 4th year. I'm already wondering what's next.
You're already wondering what next.
Yeah.
And that's what we do this, folks. If you are watching this interview right now, and I mean, Sebastian is going to be graduating in the next 1 year. If you want to be able to hire him, follow his LinkedIn page. Do you have a LinkedIn page?
Yes, I do have a LinkedIn page.
Goes by the name?
Sebastian Oloo.
Sebastian Oloo. Look up for Sebastian Oloo. Look up at the work he's doing, and provide opportunities for him. Postdocs, job in industry. Where do you lean? Academia, industry, or whatever opens?
Well, right now, if I was to choose, I would prefer going into the industry. Yeah, just to also have a feel of how that environment feels.
In the US.
Yeah, in the US. I also feel I've been in academia or institution rather
for some time.
And maybe I think I would
want to try industry.
Yeah, I want to try industry. But then with the opportunities, you never
limit yourself.
You never limit yourself. Yeah. So I would prefer industry, but then I'm open to postdoc opportunities, open to academia. Yeah.
Excellent. So again, on that camera, I mean, I think we also try to advise the young people, like, you know, who are way behind you, still in high school, in college, in KU, UON. What message can you give them if they want to aspire to, you know, be like you right now on that camera?
Yeah, so I would say everything counts. Everything counts. So whatever little step that you're gonna make, whatever little step that you try or do right now, it's gonna count in the future. So do everything you do at your very best, and you never know what will come out of it. Yeah.
Do everything you do at your very best. I mean, so long as it is positive, and you'll never know what comes out of it. Most of the time, it's something really positive indeed.
Yes. Exactly.
We want to thank you.
Thank you so much.
We'll follow up with you. This is just the beginning.
No problem.
We never leave the people we interview behind. We'll send you emails, you know, include you on various WhatsApp groups, invite you to speak. Because at Kenya Scientists and Professionals in Diaspora is a non-profit that is geared towards mentoring young scholars, but using the scholars and the professionals who are already in the job market. So that's among the things we do, including production of these videos, which actually are three-dimensional resumes, you know, so to speak, because in the era of AI, this video is actually a summary of who you are.
Yeah.
And AI can analyze your gestures, your tone, etc. And that's why we do this as well.
Okay.
Asante ba.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bana.